I have returned from the dark abyss of production to inform you that I am nearly done refactoring the ships in my game, and that means that the game is very nearly playable again. It's taking a bit longer than I expected, but that's mostly because I'm going through a bit of a lazy cycle right now. If you watched my last video, then you'll know how important refactoring is, but it is also incredibly boring. I mean, there's no new features coming in, it's just changing around code to do the same thing, but hopefully in a slightly better way, and almost no one likes to do that kind of work. But it's nearly finished, and I've managed to get in a few new things along with the refactor. It was always my intention to have every single part of the ship have its own stats and mods to go along with those stats, but in my initial programming phase, I didn't actually set these parts up. That was so I could work out the prototype a bit faster and see if this was even a game worth pursuing in the first place. Since I'm happy with the game and how it feels currently, I decided it was finally time to get these all-important parts in, as they will lead into the next features I'll be adding into the game. Those features being ship customization and the mission system. Of course, each of these features is likely to take quite some time to fully flesh out, but I'm hoping to at least start development on one of them this coming week. So, what have I managed to complete over the past 2 weeks along with the refactor? Well, all those new shiny ship parts now have even newer, shinier mods. I also added the first secondary weapon to the game, which is rockets. Unlike your primary weapons, rockets will be a limited resource, and that means you'll need a way to replenish your supplies soon enough. But for now, they are integrated with the game, and you can use them, although only for as long as you have ammo. Slight side effect of reworking the ships is that I'll have to revisit all the AI ships again, so I've temporarily removed them from the spawn pool while I test out the parts on the player's ship. With new mods, the player now has many more choices to make, which means a rebalance was in order. So I've tweaked the amount of experience required to level so you can make more of those choices more often. Additionally, I've revisited the asteroids yet again, although this time it wasn't for visuals, but the code. Previously, I was using an array of classes to hold the asteroid data and controlling all the asteroids from the main game controller through this array. This worked for most things, but created a bit of a wonky situation where I had to rename asteroids on the fly to get the bullet detection properly working. So instead of having those classes in an array, I have pulled them back out as mono behavior scripts. I still use the array, but instead I only hold a reference to the script, and of course I'm still updating the scripts from the main game controller, which helps to avoid additional overhead from running hundreds of update loops, while also allowing me to simply detect the mono behavior on the asteroid directly, which helps tremendously. After that, I revisited a couple of bugs that were in the game. One where the game would crash if your ship didn't have any mods left to choose from in particular, and I found a way to snap the mouse to a position on the screen which allows me to keep the player from accidentally clicking on an upgrade option. And although it doesn't sound like much, that's all I've done over the past 2 weeks of development. I probably could have done a bit more, but I don't want to overwork myself on this project and develop burnout. So I've been pacing myself while my job is taking a bit more time as well. So now for a bit of unrelated news, the new Path of Exile League is coming out this Friday. If you've looked around my profile, you'll have noticed that I also have a gaming channel, and one of my favorite games of all time is Path of Exile. So I will be participating in the new league, and that means I'll probably have no time to develop the game for the next few weeks. Which is fine, because like I said, I don't want to overwork myself, and this represents a nice opportunity for a little vacation after the last month of 70-hour work weeks. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I'll be stepping away from this channel for a few weeks, but I'll be starting up streaming again for the Path of Exile League, so if you want to hang out, then please drop a follow over on Twitch. I know it's currently not the ideal platform, but I'll also be working on trying to get the stream here on YouTube. If you don't want to watch my gaming content, then I completely understand, and all I ask is if you like the video, then leave a like below and subscribe for more eventual content. Thanks for watching, and good luck.